everyone, my name is Pei. Welcome back. We will be going through topic 14, visual representation, in this video lesson. In our previous video, we wrapped up our exploration of numeracy, the art of using reason with numbers. Today, we are embarking on a brand new adventure, the fascinating world of visual representations. Sight is one of our most powerful senses. It does so much more than just simply allowing us to perceive the physical world around us. It unlocks the incredible ability to visualize, to imagine things that exist beyond the realm of direct observations. This process of visualizations forms the foundation for visual representations. Visual representations are essentially tools that help us grasp concepts that might otherwise be difficult to understand. They provide a bridge between the concrete world of tangible objects and the abstract realm of ideas and complex relationships. By translating these abstract ideas into visual formats, we can connect the things we can physically touch with the concept that dance within our minds. This connection between the physical and the abstract is incredibly powerful. It unlocks a multitude of benefits. Visual representations can significantly enhance our understanding of complex topics, streamline our problem-solving processes, and even facilitate effective collaborations within groups. In this video, we will explore Venn diagrams, which are fantastic for identifying relationships between different categories. We will delve into the world of flowcharts, which offer a clear and concise way to visually represent the flow of communication in a process. And finally, we will tackle Gantt charts, which are essential for effective schedule management, allowing us to visualize task timeline and dependencies within a project. So without further delay, let's jump right in and begin our exploration of these powerful visual representation tools. Learning outcomes, visual representation. By the end of this video, you'll be able to create various types of visual representations, discuss the use of the different types of visual representations. Venn diagram. Venn diagrams are a fantastic visual tools used to represent the relationships between different sets or categories of things. Here's how they work. A large rectangle is drawn around everything, representing the entire context we are considering. This all-encompassing area is called the universal set, often denoted by the letter U. Inside the universal set, we draw circles. Each circle represents a specific set, a group of items that share a particular characteristics. The number of circles in a Venn diagram can vary depending on how many sets we are comparing, but 2 or 3 circles are the most common. We place items within the circles based on which sets they belong to. An item can be in just one circle if it only belongs to one set, or it can reside in the area where the circles overlap. It belongs to both groups. Take a look at a Venn diagram provided. By analyzing the placement of the items, can you tell what set A and set B might represent? Good job! Set A represents rectangles. Set B, or the orange-colored shapes. The area where the circle overlaps contains orange rectangle. By using Venn diagrams, we can effectively organize information, identify relationships between categories, and gain a clearer understanding of how different sets interact with each other. Example, Venn diagram. Let's dive into a real-world scenario to see how Venn diagrams can illuminate information. Imagine a university is conducting a survey to understand post-graduation plans of its 40 graduating students. These plans can be categorized as either continuing study or entering the workforce. To make things easier to follow, let's jot down some quick notes. Total students, the universal set, is 40. Students choosing both studies and working is 12. Student choosing work is 22. Student choosing study is 15. Example, Venn diagram. Now, let's draw the Venn diagram. First, we draw a huge rectangle, the universal set, and two circles. One circle represents students who choose to continue studying, and the other represents those entering the workforce. Now, let's fill in the numbers. Total has 40 students. 12 students plan to do both. We place 12 in the area where the two circles overlap. For students who plan to work, we need to counter for the overlap. We subtract the students who already factor into the overlap from the total number choosing work to get 10. Similarly, people choosing study, we subtract the overlap to get 3. Now, there is a region that is outside the two circles, and a piece of information that we have yet used, the total number of students, 40. This region represents students who did not opt for further studies, starting working, or both. The number is 40 minus 3 minus 12 minus 10, giving us 15. Thus, the answer is 15 students who did not opt for further studies, starting working, or both. Venn diagrams are powerful tools because they condense information into a clear and concise visual format. They help us identify relationships between categories, understand overlaps, and gain a holistic perspective on complex situations. Flowchart. Let's shift gears and dive into flowcharts. Imagine you have a complex recipe with multiple steps, decisions, and potential outcomes. A flowchart acts as the visual roadmap for that recipe, guiding you through each stage with clarity and precision. At its core, a flowchart is a graphical representation that unveils the inner workings of a process. It maps out the sequence of steps, decisions, and any alternative paths involved, essentially providing a blueprint for how things get done. This visual format makes it much easier to understand complex systems and processes, comparing to rely solely on text descriptions. Since flowcharts are a form of communication, they relied on a universal language of symbols to convey information effectively. Here's a breakdown of some key symbols you will encounter. Start and end symbol marks the beginning and end points of a process. It is the first and last stop on your flowchart journey. Process symbol represents an action, instruction, or any specific step that needs to be taken within the process. It's the workhorse of the flowchart, guiding you through the core activities. Decision symbol signifies a point where a decision needs to be made. Typically, branches will extend from this symbol, each label with a possible choice like yes or no, true or false, etc., guiding the users on which path to follow depending on their answers. Input and output symbol indicates where information enters or exits the system. A key distinction to remember. The process symbol signifies an action performed by the user following the flowchart, while the input and output symbol represent data flowing into and out of a system, like a computer or a physical object. Arrow connects all the symbols in a flowchart, ensuring a clear flow of information. They visually represent the sequence of steps and the overall direction of the process. By understanding these core symbols and their roles, you'll be well equipped to interpret and even create flowcharts, making complex processes clear and manageable. Example, flowchart. Let's put our flowchart knowledge into action and create a visual guide for the following. Stir till the timer rings, then turn off the stove. Step 1. Starting the process. We begin with the start symbol, the unmistakable symbol that marks the beginning of our flowchart journey. Inside the symbol, write START to clearly indicate the starting point. Step 2. The stirring action. Next comes the action itself. We'll use a process symbol to represent the act of stirring. Write stir within the symbol to describe this step. Don't forget to connect the start and process symbol with an arrow, indicating the flow of the process. You start by stirring. Step 3. The decision point. Now things get interesting. Since we only want to know when to turn off the stove once the stirring is complete, we need to introduce a decision point. Here's where the decision symbol comes in. Draw this symbol and write the question. Timer rings inside it. This symbol represents the point where we need to check if a specific condition is met. In this case, the timer going off. Step 4. Branching out based on the answers. From the decision symbol, draw 2 branches, one labeled yes and the other labeled no. The yes branch signifies that the timer has rang, indicating the stirring is complete. The no branch, on the other hand, means we need to keep stirring. Step 5. Turning off the stove, the yes path. If the answer to the timer question is yes, we have reached the point of turning off the stove. Draw another process symbol and write turn off stove inside it. Connect the yes branch from the decision symbol to this process symbol with an arrow, showing the flow of the process if the timer has rang. Step 6. Looping back for more stirring, the no path. But what if the timer hasn't rang yet? That's where the no branch comes in. Connect the no branch from the decision symbol back to the process symbol labeled stir. This creates a loop, indicating that if the timer hasn't rang, we need to continue stirring. Step 7. Finishing up. Once the timer does ring and we have turned off the stove, our task is complete. Use the end symbol to mark the end of the process. Inside the symbol, you can write end or finish to clearly indicate that this is the final step. By following these steps and using the appropriate flowchart symbols, we have created a clear and concise visual representation of the task at hand. Gantt chart. Imagine you are working on a massive project, a new project launch, a marketing campaign, or a software development initiative. These projects often unfold over several months with numerous tasks, deadlines, and dependencies to juggle. That's where Gantt charts come in. Powerful visualizing tools that help project managers plan, schedule, and track process with laser focus. At their core, Gantt charts resemble horizontal bar charts, but they offer a much richer picture than your typical bar chart. These diagrams provide a comprehensive visual overall of a project's entire timeline, encompassing several key aspects. Projected duration. Gantt charts paint a clear picture of how long the entire project is expected to take. By visualizing the duration of each individual task, you can estimate the overall time frame for the project completion. Resource needs. Planning isn't just about time, it's also about resources. Gantt charts help to identify resource requirements for each task, ensuring that the right people and tools are available at the right time. Task sequence. The order in which tasks are completed is crucial. Gantt charts excel at illustrating the task sequence, making it clear which task needs to be finished before others can begin. Interdependencies. Many projects involve tasks that are interconnected. You can't start task B until task A is completed. Gantt charts effectively deplete the dependencies using arrows, ensuring a clear understanding of the project's workflow. Now, let's dive into the key components that make up a Gantt chart. Time scale. This horizontal axis acts as the backbone of the chart, typically segmented into days, weeks, or months, depending on the project duration. It provides the time frame within which all project activities will take place. Task list. Running vertically along the left side of the chart, this list details each individual task or activities involved in the project. Clearly defining these tasks is essential for creating a comprehensive Gantt chart. Task bars. These horizontal bars are the heart of the chart. The length of each bar visually represents the estimated duration of the corresponding task. A longer bar signifies a longer task, allowing for quick visual comparisons of task length. Dependencies. Not all tasks exist in isolation. Some tasks rely on the completion of others before they can even begin. Gantt charts use arrows to illustrate these dependencies, ensuring a clear understanding of the project workflow and potential roadblocks. By understanding these key components and how they work together, you can leverage Gantt charts to become a project planning pro. These versatile tools offer a powerful way to visualize project timelines, resource allocations, task sequence, and dependency, automatically keeping your project on track for success. Example Gantt chart. Let's create a sample Gantt chart to visualize the planning process of a birthday party. Task A is the first task and takes 1 day, represented by the bar starting on 2nd of June. Task B depends on completing Task A first because it is stated that predecessor task is A. So, the bar for Task B starts on 3rd of June after A's completion and lasts for 1 day. Task C also depends on A being finished. Its bar starts on 3rd of June and extends for 3 days. Task D also begins after A is completed. Its bar starts on the 3rd of June and continues for 7 days. Task E depends on the completion of D. Its bar starts on 10th of June and lasts for 1 day. Lastly, the arrows illustrate dependencies between tasks. The arrow from A points to B, C, and D, indicating they can't start until A is finished. Another arrow points from D to E, signifying E cannot begin until D is completed. By visualizing the task and their dependency in this Gantt chart, you can plan your birthday party more effectively and ensure everything gets done on time for the big celebration. Summary. In this video, we explore the power of visual representations, Venn diagrams, flowchart, and Gantt charts to help us grasp concepts that might otherwise be difficult to understand. This is the last topic for our module. Thanks for following through. In the next video, we will be going through Revision 1 for your exam preparation. I'm Pei. See you next time.